So today we are going to talking about the keyboard shortcuts of Microsoft Excel. Hello everyone. So today we are going to talk about the keyboard shortcuts, and particularly we will be talking about the keyboard shortcuts of Microsoft Excel. But before that, let's see what's the need, what's the advantage of using keyboard shortcut. Whenever we use keyboard shortcut, that means actually we are not using mouse, we are using keyboard. Fine, and it will save our time. Why? Because when we touch the mouse, we move the mouse and we click somewhere, then we choose the option. It takes a lot of time, and otherwise simply just press any keyboard shortcut and the work is done. So actually it saves a lot of time, and saving time indirectly saves cost as well. So first we will begin with general program shortcuts. In this section we will see how exactly we are able to manipulate workbooks and doing other related things. For example, firstly we will look for a worksheet. You can see some data is there in front of me, but if I want to open another worksheet, I can simply press Ctrl plus, and that is for the new document, the first shortcut. Next we have Control plus O. When we press Control plus O, that is to open something. So an open dialog box will come and we will be able to locate any file, whatever we want, and then it can be opened. Next it comes about saving. We all know Control plus S for saving. If I want to save any file, simply I need to press Control plus S. One dialog box will come in front of us, that is of save as. You can give any name, say book 21, and then on deciding the location you can just click on save button and it will be saved. And after minimizing we can check it on the screen. Fine. Then afterwards, next we have about F12. Sometimes we need to change the title of the file, so we can do it, save once again by pressing F12. As you press F12, this save as dialog box will come one more time, and suppose this time I give the name 212 with the book, so it will be saved again, right? And we can do it by pressing the function key F12, which is simple a function key. Control plus W to close a workbook. If I don't require this workbook on which I am working, I can press Control plus W and the workbook is closed. Then next we have closing Excel. So closing workbook and closing Excel, the thing is almost same, but when we close and if it is not saved, it will ask for us to save the document, save the Excel file. Then we have F4, that is to repeat last command or action. For example, what I do is I do Control plus B, that is to bold it. Now on quantity, rather than pressing two keys Control and B, I can simply press F4 and it will make bold. And not only this, you can select two columns or two values and then you can press F4 to make them bolder. And sometimes we have lot of things to be done. For example, I have selected the whole data and I want to make it italic, so I can do it Control plus I. And the same thing I want to repeat with the headings as well, so I can do F4 this time to make it italic, right? So this is for repeating a command. Next is inserting a new worksheet. We may have reason to insert a new worksheet, like 3 we already have, fine. And if I want more, so simply I need to press shift plus F11. You can see that the number is increasing. This way we can have more worksheets. Afterwards, we have Control Z and Control Y, that is undo and redo. You can see I have worked here. I have done bold and italics. So I can simply press Control plus Z to make the things the way they were earlier. That is to undo. And if I do Control plus Y, it will be redo. Once again, the same thing which we expected. Next we have print, to print something. If I do Control plus P, that means to get a screen to print something, and the same thing can be achieved by pressing Control plus F2 as well. Next thing we have about F1, that is help pane, and F7 about check spelling. Suppose I need any kind of help about Excel, so I need to press F1, and this is the function key of help in every application of Microsoft, and usually in other applications also this function key is used. If we have any doubt about charts, about worksheets, creating charts, formatting charts, so all the basic helps can be provided by using F1. Fine. So F7, that is for spell check. So next we continue with turn key tips on or off. If I do Alt, simply Alt, you can see these kind of tips appear in front of us. These are actually telling us if I have to use data, so I need to press Alt then A, and then accordingly there are many other combinations. For example, filter I have to work with. So, and I am on home tab. So what I do is Alt plus A and then plus T. So Alt A for data and T for filter, and the filter has been applied. So we can learn such things, but it's up to us whether we want that much complications or that much level of learning, or we can go without that as well. Next we have Control plus F1, very important shortcut key, that is to hide the ribbon. We can see that there is a ribbon and there are so many tabs here. If I do Control plus F1, the screen is bigger and the ribbon has gone. And if I do Control plus F1, it will come back. Fine. Afterwards we have, that is to expand the formula bar and collapse it as well. We all know while writing formulas, sometimes the formulas make so big. Here it is so small, but if you want to make the formula bar bigger, so we can press Control plus Shift plus U. Now we begin with minimizing the workbook and maximizing the workbook. As we all can see, I have this worksheet in front of me. So if I do Control plus F9, it will be minimized, and if I do Control plus F10, it will come back. That is maximize. Next we have F11 for making a chart, and Alt plus F1 also for making a chart. Let's see the difference. If I select the data and if I do Alt plus F1, you will see that a chart will appear on the same worksheet, and we can do all the changes by choosing the options or whatever we want. And the other one is to use for F11. Simply we need to press F11 and the chart will be made on a separate area, and rather one tab will also be created for the chart. Next we have about Control plus F, that is to search something, or find or replace something. Fine. So suppose if I have to search say pen, and we can see it has come here as a pencil. Pen is also there, so we can do replace also. Instead of pen, if I want to write say tab, whatever, so you will see that it has been replaced as tab still box and gel tab. And if I want to get it reverse, so I can simply write tab with pen, replace all, so it is replaced, making pencil box and gel pen, right? So this is also important shortcut. After that we have insert a function. Suppose I want to just add up all these values, so I can simply press shift plus F3 and this box will come in front of me and I can choose any of the function, say sum, and then I need to specify the arguments, so I can select the range in the arguments, and after that I need to press OK and the answer is here. This is the way to get the functions, all the names quickly without remembering them. Fine. All the functions are not appearing right now, so we can choose the functions from here. Financial, date and time, statistical, there are so many categories. Fine. And then now next one we have about moving around in a cell. As you can see, I am moving up and down. So the same thing is there in the case of Excel as well. On Excel sheet, you can see the cursor is moving up and down. It's happening all using up, down, left and right keys. If I use control also with arrow keys, so you can see when I am on this place, on this cell I press control plus up, I am going upward, control plus down, I am going downwards, and finally at the last extreme row, control plus right arrow, last column, control plus left arrow, first column. Fine. Control plus home in the beginning of work or whatever we are doing, control plus end at the last. And this way we can also observe the last column heading, that is XFG, right? And if you do control plus down, we can see 10,48,576 rows. So this way we can move within a worksheet by using different shortcuts such as control plus left arrow, control plus right arrow, control and then up down arrow, control plus up down arrow. Then there's tab and shift plus tab. If I do tab key, I can move to the next cell. If I do shift plus tab, I can go backwards. Then we have control plus end. I have discussed F5, that is to go to a particular cell. Just press F5 and write the reference. Suppose I write here, say GH25. Okay. So I'll be able to move on GH25. Again write say A5 and press enter and I'll be able to reach on the cell A5. Fine. Afterwards, next is about alt with page up and page down. If I do page up and page down with alt page up, alt page down, that means screen. I'm moving toward the another screen or the pages. Fine. And if control page up and page down I do with control, then you can see I am able to switch in this area in different worksheets. Page up with control and then page down with control. Fine. Then next we have to insert and delete rows and columns, and selected one definitely. Suppose this row is not selected, this particular row, and I do control minus, so you can see it is giving option to shift cells up and down to delete basically. And if I do control plus control shift plus, then it will be saying for insertion. I repeat, for control minus delete option will come, control shift plus insert option will come. And if I want to select a particular column, I need to do control plus space, and if I want to select a particular row, I need to press shift plus space bar, right? So in shift plus space, suppose I want to select this shift plus space, then I can do control minus, it will be deleted. Control Z, it will come back. And the same control plus space. So now column is selected, and control minus, it gone back, control shift plus to insert another column, undo to get the things back. So these are very easy things with the help of using shortcuts. Now selecting cells using shift, with the help of shift you press arrow key up and down and you will be able to select the cells. Basically this is adjacent selection. And if you want to select non-adjacent cells, control and then keep clicking, and you can see that we can make beautiful pattern also by using control plus. Control and plus and keep clicking, and you can even change the color of those cells also. And collectively, if you drag them up and down the cells, some shapes or something can appear also. Fine. So this is all about selection of cells, whether it is adjacent or non-adjacent. Adjacent selection with the help of shift and non-adjacent with the help of control. Then this I have told you, shift plus space to select entire row, control plus space to select the entire column. And then there is control plus shift plus space, that is to select the whole worksheet. We may have reasons to do it. And then afterwards, editing of cells. This is very important function key F2. When we press F2, that means a particular cell we can add it, whether it is formula or something else. Fine. Next we have shift plus F2, that is to provide any kind of comment. Suppose this name of product, here you want to give any comment, so you can press shift plus F2 and the comment you can provide there. And this comment will appear when we actually move to that particular cell, otherwise it will not come. And if you want to delete it, you need to go to review and then you can delete it. Fine. And next one is about cut, copy and paste. We all know control X for cutting, control C or control plus insert for copying, control plus V or shift plus insert for pasting. Then delete, if we press, it can delete all the selected data. If we press escape key, all the things, all the selections, all the work which we are planning or which we have selected, after pressing escape key, it all will get cancelled. And then we have enter key, that is to make the things done. Control plus B, I, U, that is bold, italic, underline, we have discussed in the beginning as well. Now applying border. Suppose if I want border on this data, so control plus shift plus ampersand, one outside border will come. And if you want to remove the border, you need to press control plus shift plus minus. So you will see that the border is disappeared. Fine. Afterwards, next we have to have the format cells dialog box, and then to apply or remove strike through. If I move on particular cell and I press control plus 5, so strike through will come, and control plus 5 again, it will go back, right? And for making the for getting the format cells box, you need to press control plus 1, and this format cells dialog box will come, which we can use. I know there are so many shortcuts and they are not so easy to remember, but when we bring them in our practices like control B, I, U, these are very common things. In the same manner, F2, control X, control C, control V, delete, escape, enter, these are very simple things. Shift plus space, control plus space for selecting rows and columns, right? In the same manner, moving within the worksheet using up and down keys, using page up and page down keys with the combination of alt or with the combination of control. So side by side, slowly and slowly, we can remember all these shortcuts. Minimizing and maximizing, there are so many things which may not use in our day-to-day life, but actually when we get into touch with these commands, when we remember these commands, the things become so easier for all of us. So thank you so much for watching the video, and please like the video, share the video, subscribe the channel if you have not subscribed till now, and definitely share the information with the people so that the people could become more literated about the computer, basic skills about the shortcuts, and definitely there are so many other videos on the channel which are going to help you. Thank you so much.